Good morning, family and friends from Belize. It's a beautiful Friday morning here and not far from Christmas. It's been a little while since we got to sit down and chat, so we thought we'd take a few minutes and bring you up to date with everything that's been going on here in Belize because of each and every one of you. This past year, thanks to Stop Hunger Now and all the hard work of everyone working towards getting food here, we were able to feed about 500,000 meals this year, which is beyond amazing. It is definitely a God-sized thing. We had 333 people come from the States to be a part of what's going on here in Belize. And the most amazing thing out of that, 119 of those were kids under the age of 18, making a huge difference, discipling. What a generational change. And you know, the clinic opened, our medical team, and I've got to give a shout out to our medical team. These doctors come 4 times a year, and many of our nurses, they never miss. We have such a dedicated medical team, and we saw thousands of people. In October alone, in 3.5 days, we treated over 1,800 people. Now you can imagine, and never one time was there a complaint from anyone on the team. To our teams that helped and come do camp this past summer, we had 1,000 kids attend 2 camps, which is just mind-blowing. The gospel is being shared in schools this year like never before. We are doing teacher training. We just had one on Friday where we had 50 teachers attend and their principals, and we just see God moving in huge, huge ways in the school. We're seeing in the church, we've got a new ministry that has started with men and women. It's called Kings and Queens. And each week we're meeting and we're seeing the numbers of the men just grow. We've got at least 30 women attending every week, some for the first time to step foot into church, life change, common law marriages. People are being convicted, and we're seeing people step up and say, we need to be married. We need to live in a biblical way. We want to parent our children in the biblical way. Oh my goodness. Week in and week out with the feedings, with the medical care, with sharing the gospel, we're seeing change like never before. This coming year, every month we're going to have a challenge for our families. Family Impact is going to kick into a higher gear this year. We're taking it to the next level. And we want to welcome Eric and Kathy Tellison, and they're going to be leading the way in that. We also are going to have prayer. This year our focus is on change direction, and Romans 12:2 is our verse. And we're just going to ask each of our partnerships to have prayer requests sent in to us, mailed to an address that we'll get out to you in the coming weeks. And just any prayer requests, because we're going to have your partnerships here praying. And we're going to have the partnerships here sending prayer requests to you. And we're going to ask you to pause throughout the day, and we're all going to have a focus on prayer. It's a 3-year vision. This year, again, 2013 will be prayer. 2014 will be surrender, and 2015 will be commit. And so with all these things, you know, it's the holiday time, and so many words have come to focus, and they all seem to be G words. It's greed, gorge, Grinch, you know, but then the biggest word of all, God. And God in His generosity and His grace provided His Son so each and every one of us could know the gift of salvation. So as you make decisions for your family this Christmas season, we just would ask that you would stop. And before you make a decision, decide, is this generosity? Is this reaching out to the poor? Is this reaching out in God's love? Or is this gorging, more for myself, materialism, food, whatever it may be, selfishness with your time and your spiritual giftedness? We're just going to call out that you reach out into your community, reach out to your family, reach out to the world, because that's what God has called us to do. And I know here at Kidz Konnect, we can't do what we do without each and every one of you, because you are Kidz Konnect. This is not our ministry, it's God's ministry. And God is showing up in amazing, amazing ways here in Belize. And we just want to thank you from the bottoms of our heart. And we look forward to what 2013 will have for us. God bless you. Merry Christmas and much love. Mwah.